Are you tired of hearing data-driven this or data-driven that? And instead of embracing the concept, you data bomb everyone, give them all kinds of data, or you ignore it altogether. Is that you? Here's my advice. If you are a first-time C-suite or you want to break into your first C-suite role, let 2025 be the year you master this concept. If you aren't embracing AI in any other areas of your executive development, let it be in this area of becoming a data-driven leader. It is that important. Why? During the scale-up stage, it's not a buzzword, it's not jargon, it's about cold, hard predictability. The data tells the story. It's the truth teller, the equalizer. While I can't go into all of the aspects of why it is important to embrace becoming a data-driven leader and mastering this across all scale-up C-suite roles in this short video, I will cover one important aspect. Investors that invest in companies during the scale-up stage value predictability. The established larger investors won't invest without it. No matter how cool you think your products are, they just won't. The risk is too high. Smaller investors will, but at a much lower valuation as they are taking on bigger risks. And they will use their hold period to get you predictable for a future investment round. But they will price it so they're managing their risk. Do you know how investors determine if your business is predictable? They analyze historical data at the detail level. The pitch deck that you send them may get you into a conversation or even an initial term sheet, although that might be changing now. But the story is in the detailed data, which is why the data rooms and they request so much of it. If you don't know what the story is from your actual data, it could either kill the deal or significantly change the terms. And they're not going to tell you when you got it wrong and it's upside to them. They're going to negotiate based on the downside cases. Here's what makes predictability so powerful. It's about using all of your historical data to paint a picture of the future. If your plans say you're going to grow at a higher rate and you used only the last quarter's growth rate, carried it forward, and that last quarter included a large deal that is not repeatable because your data doesn't show that you repeatedly close those size of deals, they will take that deal out of your numbers and they will recalculate what they think their plan is. They don't always tell you what it is, right? They predict your future value of your company based on the performance using data. They take the historical data models, they apply them to the go forward scenarios. Let's break down what investors actually look for or what they're looking at. First, depending if you are an early or late stage scale up, depending where you are in that cycle, they'll want to see a minimum, if you're on the early side, of 8 quarters or 2 years, up to 5 years typically, of data that tells a consistent story. They're not just looking at your average acquisition costs or your sales cycles. They are looking at the incremental improvement that you're making based on the spend. They're looking at price increases based on increased product spend. They're looking at all of these different things, and they're looking for patterns that are establishing, and they're going to apply those patterns to your future business. Second, they're looking at your operational metrics, but not necessarily in the way that you do. They're looking at how predictable is your sales pipeline quarter on quarter. During the scale-up stage, you should be able to forecast your next quarter's sales within a 10 to 15% margin of error. That comes from understanding your conversion rates at each stage of your funnel, along with how much you're spending, backed by historical data, not optimistic guesses. It is a numbers game. Third, and this might surprise you, they're even looking at how predictable your problems are. They don't need your business to be perfect. Yes, you heard that right. During the scale-up stage, you're not fully mature. Those that are experienced in scale up leadership and therefore command higher packages and better roles know that to say something that based on the data, we know we're going to need to hire 3 new engineers every quarter to maintain the implementation rate, or our customer support tickets spike 20% every holiday season or on a release. And here's how we're handling it. Here's how we're improving it. Statements like these tell a story, and they are telling a story backed by data. They're not expecting perfection, they are looking for predictability. The data tells the story. So, if you want to break into the C suite or grow into your first C suite role, embracing data driven leadership and execution is not a buzzword. It's a core part of your value as an executive to a scale up stage company. If this video has helped you, please like and share with others that may benefit from the information. And of course, if you have any questions on content in this video or would like other related topics, please put comments. Remember, own your ambitions. Until next time.